This morning, we continue to get updates on 3 wildfires burning across Colorado, and this is a map of the fires burning in Jefferson, Larimer, and Boulder counties. The quarry fire was reported overnight in Jefferson County, and this is video we took earlier from Air Tracker 7. The 200-acre fire is burning on Deer Creek Canyon just west of Grizzly. Hundreds of homes are under evacuation orders at this time. Right now, there is no containment. Now, a fire is also burning in Larimer County. That continues to grow. The Alexander Mountain Fire was reported Monday and has grown to over 5,000 acres with mandatory evacuations in place. There is 0% containment at this time. The U.S. Forest Service is asking anyone with any information about a cause or origin to call them. And firefighters also on scene of a fire burning in Boulder County near the town of Lyons. Now, we just learned one death was reported in the Stone Canyon fire. The fire was first reported yesterday and quickly grew to over 1,300 acres. At least 2 structures were lost in this fire, and there is 0% containment in the fire. Boulder County officials are asking anyone with any information on how this fire may have started to call officials. Now, mandatory evacuations are in place in parts of Boulder County. Anyone living in the areas of red here should leave immediately. Now, a section of the town of Lyons was also included in this, but just an hour ago, the Boulder Office of Disaster Management announced an all clear was issued for the northern and western portions of Lyons. We do want to get to the quarry fire first, though. Hundreds of homes were put under evacuation orders overnight. This is new video we just got from that fire. And let's get to Denver 7's Adria Arahita now. And Adria, you've been there all morning long. What's the latest?
Yeah, Amy. Well, as it stands, nearly 600 homes have been evacuated since this fire was first reported at around 9 p.m. last night. We are here at the staging area for this fire. This is the Hildebrand Park, which is a few miles away from where the fire is located, but you could see some of that smoke in that canyon behind me. There's a press conference that's going to start here in the next hour, so we're going to stay updated, or we're going to stay here for the latest. But the good news with this fire is that help is on the way. Now, we have been here all morning, and initially there was some concern that resources were limited, and keep in mind, they still are limited because of those fires that are being worked on just north of us here. But initially, they didn't think that they would have any air tankers show up. But the good news is about a couple hours ago, an air tanker and a helicopter did show up here to the quarry fire. It is currently at 200 acres and it is at 0% containment. Now, this started as a 10 by 10 spot fire that was noticed by a Jeffco open space patrol just after 9 p.m. and it quickly grew from there. I want to give you a look at what it looks like from above. Again, 200 acres have burned in this fire. Thankfully, no injuries, no structures have been lost. And like I said, help has been on the way all morning. We just saw some Denver fire crews pull up here to the staging area. There are over a dozen fire agencies helping out with the quarry fire. 75 firefighters are currently battling this blaze, and they have a lot that they're working against. There's lots of timber and scrub oak, just a lot of dry vegetation that they're working with, as well as a lot of rattlesnakes in the particular area where that fire is burning. So they say that all odds are stacked against them, but no matter what, they are working with what they can. Take a listen.
Within about 2.5 to 3 hours, it had grown to 100 acres in a very populated area that is mountainous and steep, and it's full of scrub brush, and it's really hard to navigate on foot.
Again, no other evacuations have been announced since those overnight evacuations that happened at around 1:30 this morning. But if you are potentially thinking about leaving, if you are in that evacuation zone and you haven't done so already, Dakota Ridge High School in Littleton is that evacuation center that's open. However, no pets are allowed, so if you do need to take your furry friends somewhere, the Foothills Animal Shelter is open for your pets. And if you have any livestock that you need to evacuate, you can take them to the Jefferson County Fairground. Of course, we'll be monitoring this particular fire all day. We have another crew on the way, and we'll keep you updated with the latest as we find out more. Amy.
All right, Adria, thank you. And taking a closer look at those evacuations, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office evacuated Deer Creek, Mesa, Sampson, Maxwell, McKinney, and Murphy. Pre-evacuations are in place for Silver Ranch and Silver Ranch South. The Alexander Mountain Fire also prompting evacuations this morning. Right now, the fire has burned more than 5,000 acres with zero containment. Officials say as temperatures rise today, they expect fire activity to increase. Denver 7's Allie Jenner-John is in Larimer County. And Allie, we're hoping to get an update sometime this afternoon, right?
Yeah, we are. Governor Polis hopefully on his way here now for a 12:45 press conference. We know that yesterday he did declare an emergency and disaster, and he's supposed to show up just a few minutes away from us along Highway 34. So I want to give you a look at one of 11 posts in this area right now, blocking off where cars can access. Only cars that they're letting through here right now are either people going to pack up their things and leave, or authorized personnel. So we're talking firefighters, police, deputies, code enforcement. Those are all the types of cars we've seen get through here for this point. You can see that sign right there that says road closed, fire ahead. I also want to give you a look at the hazy skies. It was pretty smoky and smelly a couple hours ago, and we're starting to either get used to that smell or it's starting to dissipate a little bit. We can see the mountains ahead of us now, which is not something we've been able to see all morning. Like you mentioned, mandatory evacuations in this area. But the real question right now is what caused this fire? And to help get to that answer, U.S. Forest Service has created a portal for community members to go to give any information, Amy, that they may have about the fire in general or especially what caused it. You can find that online. When it comes to those mandatory evacuations, we have everywhere we can go listed, Amy, on our website, denver7.com.
Tips coming in so they can figure out how that fire started. Allie, thank you. And multiple mandatory evacuations in effect for this fire too. Those are the areas highlighted here in red. That stretches from Carter Lake and Blue Mountain Ranch areas west to Pool Hill. The voluntary evacuation areas are highlighted in yellow. Now, if you live in those areas, be ready to leave in case the evacuation order is upgraded to mandatory. There are 2 evacuation centers for those impacted by the Alexander Mountain Fire, one in Loveland at the Foundation's Church and another in Estes Park at the Events Complex. All right, checking now on our forecast. You can see smoky skies out there right now. Steve Roldan is here with an update on, how much smoke we're going to see throughout the day today. Steve.
Amy, unfortunately, we're going to see quite a bit of it. Then it's going to stick around today and into tomorrow. So not looking like we're going to see the best of air quality, at least not over the next 48 hours. Let me show you a live picture right now. This is City Park. This is looking off towards the west. You can see that thick cloud of brown just hovering the hillsides. You can't even see the Rockies right now if you look west. So that is definitely not a good sign in terms of our air quality here in the Denver metro area. In fact, we have an air quality advisory alert. Basically, the entire Denver metro all along the I-25 corridor areas out towards the east. That's where the smoke is going to be heading as we head into the next couple days. So that definitely not the best of air qualities if you have asthma, any type of respiratory conditions. Now, as far as that smoke goes, let's take you into this afternoon and show you where we expect the thickest of the smoke right now. Again, right around Jefferson County, Larimer County. That's going to be tracking towards the eastern plains as we head into the afternoon hours. Notice this is about 7 o'clock in this evening, so still dealing with some very thick smoke, and that smoke will be making its way eventually down into the Denver metro. Now, along with the smoke, we have those very warm temperatures. Here's a look at your hourly planner. We're looking at those temperatures climbing once again into the mid to upper 90s. So hot and dry conditions and very smoky air out there. Now coming up, we'll talk about just how long all these conditions will be in place and when we could see some relief in the form of some cooler temperatures and some wet weather. That's all coming up a little bit later.
I see you in a few, Steve. Thank you. And fire officials are asking people to only call 911 if they see smoke columns and flames. They're asking people to not report a smoky haze in mountain valleys. Evergreen fire officials say their resources are scrambling to check on all reports of smoke, but chasing smoke haze puts responders at unnecessary risk. Now, several counties are either under a burn ban this morning or have upgraded restrictions. A stage 2 ban is in place for unincorporated areas in Arapahoe County, Centennial, Foxfield, and Deer Trail. And Douglas County has moved to stage 2 restrictions. This means no outdoor fires, including campfires and permanent fire pits, and prescribed burns. Jefferson County is under temporary stage 1 fire restrictions. That means it's illegal to have any open flame or stove fire on public lands, including charcoal grills. And unincorporated areas of western Boulder County are under stage 1 fire restrictions. They were put into place on July 1st. We'll be right back.